Women, especially now in contemporary art, claim to be affirming power through their sexuality. Would you consider this an example of affirming power through sexuality?
I guess at a gut level, I would say not, because really, I think the tone of the music video, and both visually and in the lyrics, is very much about passivity and kind of giving up any sense of power. That it's all about kind of giving over sexual dominance to a male. Even lyrics, like I'm gonna let you be the captain, and I'm gonna let you do your thing, and all I want is boom boom. uh, which seems kind of problematic in terms of the dialogue of saying, well, that this is kind of a feminist move in claiming power through music. I think in this case I wouldn't buy it.
I'm not sure, because the lyrics kind of say one thing to me. She's asking if, the guy can handle her, but then she's also saying, I'm gonna let you take control. So it's contradictory to me. It's not really one way or the other. It sounds like it's pretty contradictory.
Yeah, I think there's an attempt to do that, but is it being effective? I don't think so, because if you read the lyrics of this song, it's very sexually oriented, and she's actually saying that she's letting someone be the captain, right? And so in a way, it's not coming out to her, I guess, being a dominant person. She's kind of giving herself up. And so it's definitely not working with this particular song. It sounds like she's not in control of things, and she wants someone else to come and be in control of her. So, but no, it's not working.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I think, if you look back at what pop music was doing 20 years ago, 30 years ago, this is an evolution from that. I think it's carried to an extreme that is distasteful, but that's my bias. And yet, music history has been a continuum of trying to shock and change and rebel against what came before, and throwing out the norms and the mores of previous generations, and this does that. Is the message that's being sent by that a quote feminist message? And I would say no. I think it's a woman who is using her sexuality in a gamey way, rather than in a place of personal power and assuredness. This is jerking somebody around by his balls, basically, and I think that's it's sad to see human sexuality treated that way. It's sad to see women feel that's the only way they can feel powerful. It's I think it's a sad statement about our culture that kind of music and that kind of message is seen as entertaining, instead of just a sad statement of a cultural decline.
Engage scholarship and performance. I think a lot of people in class actually agreed how important that is, especially when speaking on a subject that really relates to you and that you can put so much input into. It's definitely important to connect with your work, to connect with the information that you're trying to share, that you're trying to have others be aware of, and to engage in your works is just a very important thing to have, especially being a digital arts major. I feel that I have to be connected to a lot of my work because my inspiration and my ideas have to come from somewhere within me. And in the process of making these interviews, I had a really hard time not being able to engage in the information that I was being given, the information that I was trying to provide them with. But because I didn't want to influence their opinions and the answers that I received, I had to keep my own thoughts to myself and was able to converse with them afterwards. To think of the question if we are post-feminist, I really wouldn't know how to answer that question. I feel that there are quite a lot of people aware of women in music, but mainly because their area of study relates to music or is music, and they've had the opportunity to be provided with music history. Not many people are. Not many people come from a musical background and sadly have no knowledge of music history or women in music. I think it's up to those who hold the knowledge to spread it and to help have others be aware of music and gender. I feel that thinking back to previous centuries, comparing to the little knowledge people had about women in music, we've come a long way, and I think it'll just keep improving, and hopefully more and more information will get to everybody.